If you're studying A-level biology, then listen up because you don't want to make this mistake that could potentially cost you 5 or 6 marks. Now, on the A-level biology exams, they love a big extended response question on proteins. And we've seen lots of questions about either the organelles involved in protein synthesis or the structure of proteins or even the processes of transcription and translation. Now, I've seen many students that read the question and answer it incorrectly and potentially lose all of the marks because they don't interpret the question as it's meant to be interpreted. So I'm just going to go through a couple of different questions and try and highlight the differences here. So questions about the organelles involved in protein synthesis and transport. Now, this question will focus on the organelles and it will focus on not only the making of the protein or protein synthesis, but the transport of the protein. So one example of a 5-mark question on this was outline the role of organelles in the production, the transport, and the release of proteins from a eukaryotic cell. Now, with this question, they want you to go through the organelles. So the nucleus and its role, the mitochondria, the ribosomes, the rough ER, the Golgi body, the vesicles, etc. Now, other questions that we've seen are specifically about the process of protein synthesis and transcription and translation. Now, if the question is about transcription or translation, they're going to make this really obvious to you in the exam. So if it's about transcription, they might say things like, describe how mRNA is produced in the nucleus, or describe how mRNA is formed in eukaryotic cells. If it's about translation, they might say something like, describe how the polypeptide is produced, or describe how the amino acids are joined together at the ribosomes. These are totally different questions, so make sure you are answering them correctly. If they want you to go through the whole process of transcription with messenger RNA, they will make that clear in the question. If they want you to go through translation, they will make that clear in the question. And that's when you talk about transfer RNAs carrying the specific amino acids to the ribosomes. If, however, they focus on the organelles involved, that's when you go through your list of all the organelles in a eukaryotic cell that have some kind of role in protein synthesis. Now, please listen carefully to this video. Make sure you understand. Ask me in the comments if you don't, because if you mix these different questions up, you could potentially lose a full 5 or 6 marks in your exam.